Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both defenses will have to be on the watch for a pair of tight ends looking to find seams in the secondary. It's the Colts going up against the Texans. Now we'll go down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 15 matchup.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, a matchup in the AFC South as we join you from Lucas Oil Stadium.
Hello, friends, and happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms getting set for kickoff, and hope you're having a great holiday season. We've got some football coming your way.
Yeah, we do. I think these teams, both of them, Jim, when they talked to us, they were not going to let the holiday spirit or the distraction of the holiday get in the way of preparing and being ready to play today. I think both are ready to put on a good show.
Well, one of the glory teams of the AFC will be kicking the football to start this game. The Colts are back deep, waiting for the kick. The Texans with an empty backfield. Look here from the gun. It's wide open. And he's on the sidelines out of bounds. First down at the 47. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. And now we look one more time at the stats, and you see just how amazing this season has been for him, Phil.
It's hard to believe, just throwing the football, the record they had just broke. I mean, you would hope to get this many yards if you counted all the rushes and everything else. But to set a single season pass yards mark, what an outstanding job by this organization. This offense, they've been on fire all year long. What a job.
The Texans now on third down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in third down situations. From the gun. Scrambling out of the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds.
If you give him the chance, he will run the football. That's what he did that time. He tucked it in there and ran up the field and got a few yards.
First and 10. Texans in for the score. Phil, we're lucky enough to be here for part of history. The Texans offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. When you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
Coming up, second down. The Colts defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. And Washington's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
I love seeing the post route against defenses that are up there being aggressive, trying to stop the run. You go down the field. How about that? Stick that foot into the ground, make that break at 10 yards, and run right down the middle of the field on that post route.
Incomplete. Man, that was an impressive throw down the field, but he overthrew his receiver in the end, Phil.
Jim, when you get a receiver down the field at this position as a quarterback in the NFL, you can't miss them like that. And I know it's far down the field, but these quarterbacks, they're better than ever before. You got to hit it.
Second down and 10. He's scrambling down. Graham's got it on a pass, has some heat on it. That's his first reception today.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Dropping back now into the shotgun. He's wide open for the grab.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
Back here in the second quarter, defense ruled the first. And what are we going to see here, you think, in the second quarter, Phil?
Well, I think the first thing they got to do, Jim, is just believe in what they did all week long, preparing for the game. All the practices, all the film sessions.
Darnell Dockett has the sack.
Well, this is about as bad as it gets for a quarterback in a situation like this. You're near the goal line, and they give you a chance to throw the football, and you take a sack. Oh, my gosh. I wouldn't want to be him in that film session tomorrow.
The reception by Foster. Foster tackled down. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Third and goal at the 5. Here's the handoff and go running. And he gains maybe 3.
I think the big decision is now, Jim, do you kick the football, take the 3 points, or do you go for it on 4th down? To me, you kick the football and get 3 points on the board.
The Texans turn the ball over on downs.
Well,
the Texans found themselves in good position the last time they had the ball, but chose to go for it on 4th down instead of bringing out the field goal unit. That proved to be costly.
Yeah, they got to remember who they're going against on the defensive side. This defensive coordinator is smart. He knows all these situations, and he guessed right with the offensive coordinator.
Boy, for as well as they drove the ball. Gonna take it home for the touchdown.
That's
the Texans offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you've got the momentum on your side, you've got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
The Texans come out with a split backfield.
Let's go.
Out of the gun. And now he'll take off. Pump fake. Going for the home run. With the contact, the ball comes out.
Well, if you're the offensive coordinator here in a 3rd and long situation and you're winning a close game, you'd like to pick this up. But also, you got to make sure you call a play that doesn't put the offense at too much risk. Tough call coming up here for the coordinator.
It's 3rd down coming up. The Texans approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. And they sack the quarterback, and that's a quick series, a 3-and-out. The coach is going to go for it. Foster in the backfield, single back set. Now on the move. Into the open.
Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
They've got a 1st down with just a minute remaining before halftime. The Texans at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. 1st down at the 39. Heaving it down the field. Pass is intercepted. They'll take it at the 20. The Texans
Texans take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
Man, intercepted. That brings the play to an end. The Texans offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Somebody save that game ball. That reception gives him the single-season receiving yardage mark.
I don't know if he has enough room in that trophy case. He has so many footballs in there, but this one, he'll find some room for. What a year he had. He deserves the record. Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Down the field. And that's Butler, who almost had the interception.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's third and long. And as I always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
Takes it from the gun. That's a gain of 10.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you've got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Complete to Hopkins. Second and goal at the 1. Almost intercepted.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with the pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front.
The Texans will second-guess that play call. That time on third short. They throw the football. Everybody thought they were going to run it. They were trying to be too clever, and it backfired. Now it's fourth down.
And he converts here on the field goal try. Looks like they are taking. The Texans put some points on the board on their previous possession. Although it was just a field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
The Colts lined up in the nickel.
Let's go.
First down at the 31. Running away from the pressure. The catch by Hopkins. That's 5 receptions on the day.
A lot of people talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's overblown, but in a situation like this, where you're winning a close game in the second half, you want to control the tempo, control the clock, keep getting those first downs.
The Texans offense has switched sides now and has the football as we begin the fourth quarter. The Colts set at the line, dime package. Final quarter underway now with this snap. Has the catch.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
This play set up by the long gainer. Touchdown, Texans. He's caught his 7th, and with less. The Texans really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know, what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
Looking to go deep. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.
Anytime a receiver gets open in the NFL, the coaches expect the football to be completed. That's just not a very good job that time by the quarterback.
Ryan Griffin has the reception. Here's a quarterback who is one of the best, and he's showing that again today, Phil.
Yeah, he is, Jim. You know, during the offseason, he works so hard on his football game, learning to make better decisions, but he really works hard on throwing the football, and that's why he's one of the more consistent quarterbacks in the NFL.
Touchdown, Houston. That is the 75th touchdown throw of that touchdown. The Texans offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it, and here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game always comes back to bite you.
The Texans step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. Gets away from the pressure, and the catch is made by Griffin. Griffin's tackled down after a gain of 15.
Well, it was an awesome job that time by the quarterback getting out of the pocket. He keeps the play alive and able to throw it down the field for a nice completion.
The Texans come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Stepping up to the line at the 10. From the gun. And he takes off. Still on his feet. Trent Cole gets to the quarterback.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. We return out of the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter action. 3rd and forever. Getting away from the pressure. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Timeout's called, and we're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. First down coming up. Staying with the passing game on first down. Incomplete. Looking underneath that time. Just a yard away from pay dirt. 2nd and goal to go from the 1. The Texans throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. The Texans took care of business here today, Phil, and now you got to think they just want to run the clock, avoid any injuries, and get to that locker room as quickly as possible to celebrate.
Yeah, no question about it. They won the battle here today. They wore out this defense. The offense was absolutely tremendous. And you're right. Don't make a mistake now like a penalty, whatever. Let the clock run out so you can celebrate.
Takes the knee. The Texans decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only 1. This will be 2nd down. The Colts go with the dime formation here on defense. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. tackled down at the 28-yard line. The key to being a star wideout in this league is showing up every week, and that's been the case here. 2 straight huge games, partner.
Well, he shows up every week. Look, he has the talent to be a star in the NFL, and he loves it. He likes being on that stage, and he gets it done.
And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Well, when you know you can win the game, but just running the football, then you just run the football. Take no chances. Keep 2 hands around it at all times, and don't worry about the extra yard.
Intercepted. And as he's taken down, that's going to seal it, as they will not get another playoff in time. So for Bill Sims and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.